Well, basically, we have a motto in Queensland which is called helping animals, enlightening people and changing lives. And when you look at it like that, it really does. Obviously, we're changing the lives and we're helping animals, but you're also changing people's lives as well, because animals obviously touch people's lives in a lot of different ways. But in broader terms, the RSPCA is a lot more than about dogs and cats, because in Queensland we're the only RSPCA in Australia that actually deals with wildlife as well. So as you've seen, we've got a dedicated wildlife hospital here. We've also got an education department. We're an inspectorate. It's got 20 inspectors that actually do have the power to prosecute under the Animal Care and Protection Act. And we have a program that ties in with domestic violence as well, called Pets in Crisis. So it's wide ranging, but basically, obviously, we take animals in that have either been the victims of abuse or neglect, or in the case of wildlife, they might have been shot, got caught in a fishing line, attacked by dogs and cats, and hopefully, in the case of domestic animals, we find them new homes.
Was caught in barbed wire. She's pregnant, and we've actually got the X-ray on the screen in there.
The dogs that come to the RSPCA come from all walks of life. Some come from another family that just for whatever reason can't house them anymore. Some pets that come here come from other fostered litters. And some of them do come from emergency cases, and they come here and they're re-sheltered, and they get proper grooming, and the RSPCA offers a lot of potential there to help some extreme case animals get integrated back into a normal family circumstances. The best things the RSPCA do to make sure the pet matches the owner is to assess the circumstances, and we help for things like, if you have pre-existing pets, you can come down and come along with your dog and see if a pet, if your cattle dog would like to meet this cattle dog. No smooches. No, we don't need a smooch. We know each other. It's okay. I believe you. Sitting? Yes, cover. All the animals that are brought in here for adoption will have the RSPCA providing for them. We'll take care of the 5 freedoms for any sort of pet that they believe animals should be entitled to. The adoptions here, all the pets here in adoption are here for life. The only thing that they will never want for is family. They have everything provided them. They have their shelters, they have their freedom to run, all gratefully, graciously given to us by the public. But as much as we can give these dogs room and activities and all that stuff, one thing they will lack is a family. That's where you guys can actually help out. Family? Who can say no to you? Yeah, it's a really good feeling when animals they're able to be adopted out, they get to meet their ideal owner. It's a good process there that people get to come in and get to realise that dogs and cats have certain circumstances that are ideal to them. Not every big dog can fit in a little apartment, despite what everyone might think. But some people might think.
There's over 44,000 animals, domestic animals, come through here every year. So there's numerous stories. So but there was one animal in particular that he was dumped, absolutely emaciated when he was dumped outside this factory just outside of Ipswich. He was a beautiful German shepherd. We called him Bronson, and the people who adopted him had quite a bit of money, and they had a beautiful house on the river, and Bronson had his own sofa out there where he could lounge around and look out over the river. And there's now actually a memorial set up for Bronson, which the people did, called Bronson's Wish. So he was a lucky pooch in the end.
we've got a very special story here. This lovely little pooch is called Tough Boy. He's got this lovely tough collar. He's a special story because he came to the RSPCA. He had been hit by a car, and what the RSPCA were able to do for this gentleman is get him the vet surgery that he needed, and we were able to get him back to health. And now, Tough Boy, as soon as he's done eating my hand, is one of the lovely pets that's available for a dog, should anyone be interested in an active, lovable kennel dog. Anyway.
He came into the RSPCA and surrendered because they didn't have time to look out after him anymore. So he was just in the backyard and they weren't spending any time with him. And he had no fur from about here backwards, just from itching from fleas. So, you know, he was missing half his back of fur. His ears were all infected. He had some big lump under his neck that had to get surgically removed. So he's been through a lot. It's been a couple of months and now he's doing well. He's just got this goofy eye.
One of the main reasons I wanted to work at RSPCA was to work with these animals, and it's a great opportunity to give back for whatever reason people might be interested in charity, and great social atmosphere, and everyone that comes here is either a dog lover or a cat lover or what have you, and it's one of the fun reasons to come and help out if you get a chance. Encourage the positive reinforcement with all our doggies here. So every time you get positive behaviour, you go, yes. Don't have to work too hard with cattle dogs. They're very quick to learn human behaviour. Except the whole jumping thing.
I was already a volunteer here for probably about 3.5, 4 years. And an animal attendant position came up, so I applied. Pretty awesome. I think I did the best job in the world.
I've always been an animal lover. Right from when I was little. I believe in animal welfare and the protection of all animals.
Well, I said I'd help out for 6 weeks, and that was 9.5 years ago. I've always been interested in animals, and somehow they kept asking me if I'd stay a little longer, and now I'm just part of the furniture. So.
One of the most rewarding parts is you get to see, as animals come in, come out, you get to see rescue cases like little Tough Boy here. The RSPCA is here to help out as best they can, and one of the best parts of the job is seeing a young man like this go to a new home.
I guess helping out with events like Big Adopt Out, being a part of the chance that animals can find a new forever home, and obviously spending heaps of time with the dogs here and the cats, and just being a part of their process and finding their forever home.
Well, I think just when you see animals, finding that new home, or an animal that comes in that's in a really bad way, and it sort of ends up by landing on its feet.
People can help out as much, whatever help they can offer, we'll take. We have venues open if you're willing to donate. We have lots of poultry and livestock here if you feel like donating food. We have lots of dogs and cats here. They'll appreciate any old toys that you might want to donate, any old mattresses. I'm sure this fellow would mind. Oh, mate, look at your coat. I'm sure this guy would mind a brand new brush.
Well, obviously in financial ways, like our operating budget in Queensland is just under 38 million a year, and we receive 250,000 from the state government. So there's a bit of a gap, like a huge gap. So obviously fundraising is important. People can help out, on Million Paws Walk and Cupcake Day. A lot of students and schools help us out on Cupcake Day. But also in foster caring and volunteering. You can't actually volunteer here until you're 18. That's just the way the law has it. But your family can foster care, and we're always in need of foster carers who can look after animals for a short period of time. Because there's something else that we say. Saving the life of one animal is not going to change the world, but surely for that animal, their world is going to change forever, and that's true.